Hi all. Right, back to finish the um, turn 13 US action phase in the West. Um, well, I thought things, it's kind of perked me up a bit what happened in the East here. I don't know, I think we counted up a possible, okay, it's not in the bag yet, but I think we were talking about the possibility of 6 victory points over there. Um, Maybe I just made that number up. I'm looking at it now, but however, no, I'm sure we came to the possibility of that happening. So let's see if we can make better on that and over in the West do something similar. So it's a bit more spread out in the West, I suppose. Is there more units? I don't know. Maybe. Right, let's zoom in a little bit. See what we've got. See what we're talking about. Right, yeah, well, this was an interesting part, wasn't it? And I remember talking about my frustration of I think I could have had this guy here right now if I had played things differently because I think he was there and I went there and then I decided to come back. So unfortunately he's sitting there, but if he had been here, 2 ranger attacks on that. Oh, okay. Right, I didn't click to that one. That's a bluff. That's a bluff. There'll be no coming in there and attacking. So, right, I missed that one. Fortunately, just in time before I come moseying on down here. Right, okay, slight distraction there. Yeah, so right, there's no point coming down there, but it's not a terrible place to linger about there. I don't feel I could crazy have a go at, but I don't know. If you get a one, if I got a one there, is this silly, guys? Is this silly? I mean, he's on his own. He's no bonuses. So, some of you guys would probably know what these 88s are. We already took one of them out. There must be a limited number of them. So some of you would probably know what the odds are and they get in fact. Hang on. I'm just looking around here. There's 2 of them. So there's only 2 of these 88 WN positions, and we've eliminated one of them. That's just bad, though, isn't it? It's looking at these things and sort of saying, oh, yeah, well, it can only be this. Because if I went and looked, if I knew what both of them were, which I don't, and I went and looked at the one that I've eliminated already, and then came back and thought, oh, well, that is such and such a strength. And the fact there's only 2 of them, you could probably. Yeah, that's bad. That's gamey. That's gamey. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm tempted to attack it though, but what I think is probably the better option is I'm not on his field of fire or anything. Maybe just sit there for a while and see what goes on down here. Yeah. Well, you know what? We might as well get this on the go because that is happening. There's no we're no hanging about any longer with that. Because if I do, a purple triangle's going to come up and kill that guy. And that'll be that. Yeah, we get support from this. That is all we can get. We can't get tanks, and we can't, unfortunately, get artillery. No. So we're going to have 6 strength. It's not brilliant, but it's not terrible, and it's only the unit that's getting doubled. So yeah, I'm going for this. So Rangers attacking up the shingle here, and just double checking again. Shingle gives the unit strength is doubled, the depth is not, and then these 2 anti-aircraft are in command of this HQ. They're 1, 2, 3 away. They're within range, so they're going to attack as well, bringing another 3 strength. Oops, it is. So 6 strength. Now, did they bring some nice weapons? We've got bazooka, Bangor torpedoes and radio, and anti-aircraft bring machine gun and Browning. Oh, that's nice then. So they're not matching any of the weapons. That's good. Unfortunately, they both bring the same, but... right, so are we doing this? Yes, we are. So 6 against... It's a 1. Mortars. Yeah, we don't have any mortars. Yeah, I just said they bring machine gun and Browning. And we've got bazooka, Bangor, radio. Well, it's not terrible. It's not great. It's not terrible. So we don't have the weapons, but we are doubled because he's a 2 and we've got 6. So we don't have the weapons, but attack strength is at least double, and it's a unit and unrevealed, so he is disrupted. So that's okay. That's okay. It's not. I mean, yes, could have been better, and I would have liked to have seen mortar on this guy, but oh no, I've already spoke about this bluff, haven't I? Yeah, there's a bluff in there as well. This guy's surrounded by it. But there you go. See if that guy, see if he's a 1. He's not getting doubled. We would disrupt him. It's tempting, it? But if we get it all wrong, then he could build depth, couldn't he? Right, you know what? We'll come back and have a look at that. Do we have a... We don't, do we? Well, the best we can do is try to get that hero down, but I don't know if we've got all the time for that. The hero could bring the mortars down. This wasn't really in my plans to be doing anything with us, though. So it's only because we ended up in that position, and you know, I think this guy's job is probably better heading up to this red position and holding it for a point. And you know, I'll see. I'm gonna have a look and maybe work out what the bad side of that could be. Right, let's move on to the green and the blue situation here. Yeah, don't think we need nothing for the green. Oh yeah, this blue, we survived this blue. That's the reason why we have to go for it, don't we? I mean, he is getting double, but we're sitting here in intense blue. So, and nothing can fire up there. He's on the high ground anyway, so we've only got what's round about us. There's no messing about with that. It means we're going to have an action on that because we moved the HQ away, and that was to utilise these anti-aircraft, which I think was worth it. So, but let's just check. If that was an action there, where are we using another action? Well, we don't need it here. We don't need it there. We need one here to climb. That's a definite. But however, that is it. I mean, yeah, if I had another action, this guy would make a move probably. Or we'd maybe consider saving what's left of this guy. Probably unlikely, to be honest, but so yeah, we definitely need an action there, but we can probably spare the action there. I think we're going to need the strength, aren't we? Well, disrupted. Green stayed disrupted. Purple we've just disrupted. Unfortunately, if a purple triangle does go off and we don't have this crazy attack here and get a result, then you could still be hit, which would be a disaster. Which is tempting me into thinking that if this is a 1, if I knew this was a 1, I would go for it. Okay. Maybe, you know what I'm saying about, like, gaming it a little bit by knowing, for you that have played the game a lot more, you may unintentionally just know what the two strength. I mean, the fact that there's only 288 units, you quite possibly know unintentionally what their strengths are. So, I suppose that's one of these kind of spoilery things that are in these games. Can't be a lot of situations like that though, because the 75s, there's quite a few more of them, and then after that, the WN positions, there's too many of them to like work out, and then going beyond that even still. Okay. Right, so what would we be given the blue? We'd be giving him 4 with the hero though. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'd be flanking him. We'd have our hero along with us. We'd have mortar, Bangalore, Browning, demolitions, bazooka, machine gun. Oh, hello. This is a go, is it not? This is a go. Surely. And green's still disrupted anyway. We can get him next turn. We need BZ, and that's why we kept the tank, and that's why we kept the general. Well, the general needs to move next turn, I think. Oh, I've got our hero. Yeah, good old. What's it? Sorry, I was going to say the name wrong. Strojny. That's probably wrong. We've got our hero. Wow, I'm so glad I realised that that's where that hero should be. Yeah, so this guy's a sitting duck. He's fine. Yeah, he's fine. Right, let's do this. We're attacking blue. With 4, right, we're going to have to use an action, because we want that extra 2 strength. Right, I'm just going to chuck it on top of the ranger. The ranger doesn't need it, but the machine gun underneath does. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think we should have this guy. Right, he's getting doubled. We've got 9. Oh, he's a weak little 1. Where was that over in that brown position? We got a 3 with a flanking. We get a 1 with a BR here. He's mincemeat. We've got BR on that. We've got BR on that just to get it in there. He's toast. You're out of here, boy. Yeah, he's double. We've got the weapons. I won. Eh? You know, and there was me like that 3. So there you go. It just shows you that makes me feel like less silly in attacking that and seeing that big 3. So wow, okay, that's good. So I'll tell you what, that's really good because we've got the potential to take. I mean, we've got these. Yeah, we've got these 2 points right now, and we've got potential really to take another 2 there just by moving. Well, hang on. Is the ranger only 1 step as well? Yeah. Yeah, these are only 1 step. However, yeah, that was good. Well, are we going to move on to try and take brown? I mean, I think we should because green's a pushover now. So, makes me wonder about this ranger coming up and around. I mean, that's sporadic fire there, but you could just go up, and then in there. Well, I don't know if I've got time for all that, admittedly. Right, well, going to have to look into that. So, yeah, that was good though. Okay, so there's still a couple of things to think about along here. This ranger, the HQ, not so much these guys, but well, we want to position them in the draw that we think is the best one to go for, which on this side looks like D3. So kind of means they've got to shimmy along back along that way. Right, hold on a minute. What did that need? Bazooka. Does artillery bring bazooka? No. Anti-tank. Ah, they're the ones that were just delayed. Don't. Oh, tanks. Yeah, tanks too far away. Hang on, we're talking the wrong thing, Grant. Yeah, sorry, I've already decided this is fine. It's the mortar. Yeah, mortar. Does artillery bring mortar? It does. Ooh. Um. No, because it means I've got to get the HQ away down to. Oops. Sorry. It means I need to bring the HQ down to here and the artillery as well, because the HQ would need to be commanding the infantry that was attacking. Well, that would be turn 13, 14, 15, and then make the attack 16. Yeah. And meanwhile, we're sitting on hoping that a purple triangle is not going to come up. I'm tempted here. I'm tempted. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute. Why don't I... 1, 2... No, that doesn't get them in range. I need to get into here with the anti-aircraft stuff before they can reach. Yeah, no, that works. Even though it's up a bluff, it doesn't matter because they shoot down onto the beach. Okay, we'll move across and we'll look at what's happening over the other side first. Right. Well, this. Oh, yeah, no, he's disrupted. We're good. This is a no-brainer. Both these guys are climbing. Oops. We need a climb marker. Climbing up here. That is right, isn't it? Now they're not in. They're in steady brown, sporadic blue from here, which is empty. Yeah, it's got to be, innit? It's got to be. Now, unfortunately, they won't be able to attack next turn because the clay marker will be coming off, but then we'll be going for it. So next turn's 14. So turn 15, we hit this guy, and then turn 16, we hopefully take him out. Because he does have depth. So that's going to take us right to the wire. But as long as blue doesn't reinforce, that is going to give us 2 points. Yeah. And meanwhile, do we head up towards that orange? This is the problem. The tank. No, that's fine. That's fine. This tank can still barrage brown if he undisrupts, because we need one more turn of him staying down. This tank could probably do with being in brown, to be honest now, because he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he doesn't need to do that. Next turn we've taken green out, aren't we? Even if it undisrupts. I mean, if it builds a depth marker, then yeah, that's bad news, but... So... it's just that the general's going to have to move here, I think. Yeah, I like this. Okay, so that's a free move with the general. And then that still can fire across there. And that's not a dangerous hex, as long as red doesn't reinforce. But I'm having to take my chances. And then these guys in here. So, with the purpose of into here next turn. They're both diamonds, what do you know? But he's on his own. Sorry. There we go. So you can see. So next turn we move these two guys into here. He's on his own. If he fires, yeah, he gets one of these guys and disrupts it. But we've got one left to attack and support with infantry. No, hang on. No, probably... Yeah. Do we? Does it matter? No, we can't, because we can't get flanking anyway. I'm just wondering about... We could have split these guys up. Put one in here and one in here. And then one in here, one in here. But that doesn't really help, does it? And if we end up here and we take that guy out and green doesn't reinforce, or green here doesn't reinforce, then we've got another 3 victory points there. That's pretty cool. So I think we're doing that. Just keep them together. I mean, I could split them up because I'm moving the general up. I think I've got to, because I'm... well, yeah. No, it's not next turn this is going to fire though, is it? Does that mean we could push that guy up even further? Does that help? It could do if nothing turned up, and then he finished turn 16 by moving into here and grabbing our 2 victory points. That would be pretty cool. Well, at the moment he's safe there, as we've said, as long as red doesn't turn up. So yeah, I think these guys move into here. Right, I won't move the general just yet because I think I might be moving this tank back. Just in case, just to give a wee bit sort of extra cover on brown, because he's sitting in orange. You can't barrage. You can barrage brown in here. I mean, I know he's only 2 strength. Yeah, that's the thing. We could also have got an assist on them, but we would need to leave the general down there. So no, I think we push on. So he's going to take a free move into this hex beside the other tank, and then yeah, mind you, we've got this 4 strength tank down here as well to cover for brown if need be. So do we need to do that? Okay, I had lots of thoughts running through my head there once I found out thought about this tank. I started thinking, well, we don't need these 3 tanks over there. I could move this guy this way and try and get down to this HQ, and possibly support fire on this, or even this. We don't know what the depth marker on this is yet. So, turns up artillery, we've got the tank. But then also thought, well, we don't need 2 4 strength tanks here. This guy's got a hero on him. He could go down and then... But he's just 1 hex further away from the action. And I think that's what's... What are we at? Did I say turn 13? So 13... and I thought the HQ comes down here. 14... That means we're spending a turn on that. And if the HQ is still there... Then 15. Oh, hang on. If he was there in the HQ, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, he'd reach that, but he wouldn't have reached that, would he? Yeah, but I think if we bring the one that's getting the free moves from the hero, he's just that 1 hex away, and I don't think he's going to get... let me work this out a bit better. Yeah, and I think we could spare the action in between this as well, because we've got the guys climbing. They're one of the ones that we're using an action for. We're not going to need that action next turn. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this... Now, does it matter? 13, 14, 15, 13, 14... No, it doesn't really. So I'm going to move this tank, a free move from the general, into here. Now my intent here is move the headquarters down to here. Bring the artillery down, I think. Just wonder if this is all worthwhile. I think it could end up the tank getting I'm really kind of drawing this out. I suppose, well, right, here, my thoughts are, turn 13, the tank's in here, 14 is in here, 15 is in here, and he's still got the HQ commander on. 16, he goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, he shoots at here. Or potentially here. But he could do that the turn before. I think 13, 14, he moves here. Then turn 15, he could actually shoot here. Because we don't know what... I know it's not bringing the mortar, but it could be we need the AR artillery. How are we actually getting the mortar again? Yeah, we could get it from the artillery, that was the thing, wasn't it? So 13, 14, 15. The artillery's here. The HQ could be down here, support, right, but that's not going to let us do the tank thing, is it? You see what I'm saying? I know you can't answer me, but you know. So I'm only going to build, because the HQ needs to move 13, 14, 15, and the artillery needs to come with it. And then turn 16, we attack with this infantry, assuming he's still there, that's in command of the HQ, that's in command of the artillery, which gives us the mortar. That's looking away 3 turns ahead. That then means we can't get the tank thing going, can it? No. It doesn't. It means we can't. Sorry, I know it sounds like I'm... And I possibly am putting far too much thought into all this, but when I realised that I needed 11 victory points and I had 0, and this was probably a turn ago, it was maybe 2 turns ago I realised, I think it was just a turn ago. So you can understand why every move probably counts at the minute. The problem is the artillery is not going to help attacking this unit, but the tank will. And to be honest, the tank could help attacking this unit, but it's not bringing mortars, and we need mortars, which the artillery will give. So you can see my the hero takes this guy out next turn. That's turn 14. Then moves into their turn 15. Then has to climb down the slope. The bluff, sorry. Turn 16. So he doesn't... Yeah, he's short of reaching this guy with his wild card. Okay, that is a tricky choice then. Maybe that tells us we should just go for this and see what it is. Right, let's look at the worst case scenario there. Well, I think I know what it's going to be, but let's look at the numbers anyway. Yeah, so worst case scenario is we don't have the weapons, right? And attack strength is less or equal. So if this guy's a 2 or more strength and we don't have the weapons, then the result is he gains depth and we're disrupted. Which is bad. I'm not saying it's good, but does it really scare us? Does it really, is it that awful? I don't think it is. So, and if we happen to have, the thing is, we're going to be double. It's not going to be greater, it's going to be double, because we got 2, so he can only be a 1. If he's a 1, we're doubled. So that's good. Even if we don't have the weapons, he's disrupted. Yeah, we can't have greater but not double. Because, we can't. So, if he's a 1, we're golden. And the thing, and well, the other part is this guy can't come down and help out here for two reasons. We've realised there's a bluff there, and he's not got mortars. You know, but there's a bluff, so you know, he's not having a go at that because that's got depth. I think this guy should have a go at this, and then we can decide if back here it's relevant to bring this tank along, because if this turns out to be something, you know, if it builds depth or something, and well, I don't know. We can, yeah, I'm going to do this. And you guys that have played the game before probably know what the strength should be. I've not looked at the other counter, the other 88 that we eliminated. I've not, honestly. But the fact there's only two of them in the game, I think. I can't see any other 88s on the board anyway. And I can only see, that's the only position I can see back at that orange position that's marked on it as an 88. So I think there's only two. So you probably are laughing right now and saying, ha ha ha, you're in for a big surprise, Grant. But you know what? You can laugh all you like. I'm in there. Right. 2. He gets no enhancements. He is what he is. What is he? Oh. Okay. What if we had equaled and had the weapons? Oh, we'd have disrupted them. We've got half the weapons. We've not got the mortar. We've got the Bangalores. Damn it. Well, I feel it was worth a try. You guys at home might well know that there's a 2, maybe they're both 2s. Like again, I've not looked at the counter, so. So we don't have the weapons, we're equal, so it is that worst case scenario. So we're disrupted. I think it was still worth a go, you know? Well, knowing that I do not know what these counters have, to me it felt like it was worth a go. Right, and then he's also going to gain a depth marker. WN depth marker. So there we go. But I don't. Well, yeah, it's not really changed an awful lot, but it does make me feel now I can't take purple out. But then hold on, I mean brown fire's on here anyway, so I'm only along here just trying to take this guy out just for the heck of it, really, and to make my progression up this draw once I get to turn 17 easier. So it now looks like bringing the... Oh well then. No, I can't get an attack on that with the artillery though. I've already said that, haven't I? Well, the infantry would need to be in here, having climbed this bluff cliff. Yeah, well, that's for turn 17 plus, I think. So we're probably better going with a artillery move, aren't we? And keep this guy disrupted. Hopefully a purple triangle doesn't come up, because there's nothing we can do about this guy now, I don't think. No, hold on. Well, there is if you bring the tank down. Tank doesn't give you the mortar, but the tank would give you the extra 2 strength to... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we realise that it's going to take 2 more moves for this stuff to come down, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute though. No, that aircraft doesn't bring mortar either, because that's why we're in this situation. Yeah, the bringing the tank doesn't help. Well, as in waiting, using the headquarters to wait for the tank doesn't help. I don't think. So I'm going to bring this artillery into here, and yeah, this is another spot where we're going to have to use an action, aren't we? We're probably going to. Actually, what are we going to do now? Yeah, the fact he's a 1-step ranger, it means that I can't park him there, and he grabs both spots. So he's only going to be able to get one, but we could park the infantry there and then move the ranger up to here, and then we've got 2 points at least. We've also got to remember these, we do need to be controlling them. The fact that they've been removed, we need to have control of them as well. That might end up meaning moving one of these we can't move it back there, can we? That's across the shingle. We've tried that already. It's not allowed. Damn it. Oh yeah, brown. That was the thing, wasn't it? Are we going for that? Well, it's up to these guys. You know that? It's up to these guys. So, yeah, I think we need to keep the HQ moving on down. So, there we are. And I now don't think we're going to have the action to spend. Well, we might have next turn, but the HQ is going to be moved away, and then turns after that, I don't think we're going to have a free action to spend on that tank. So, unless we bring the hero tank, he can move every turn, but he's one more space away. Okay, this is going on far too long. Right, I'm going to move this tank. So he gets a free move from the general. He's just going to work his way down. I don't think he's going to get down to do anything anyway, but so why move him? Why move him, Grant? Why not keep him close to the draw? Yeah, you know what? I'm changing that. You're right. I'm going to move him into there. Whereas I think when I was moving him way back ages ago. Yeah. I think so. Just realised that this guy could go up here and have a barrage at red. That's not an awful spot to be, actually. When it comes to the engineers clearing this, he's quite far away from the situation though. But he's inspired, he could start moving back down again. Yeah, actually that's not an awful thought then. So I'm going to move this guy into here. That's a pity because he was here, wasn't he? I moved him that way. Duh. So I could have had him there now if I'd been clever. And we'll leave the other strong tank with a hero underneath there, I think. I think. Yeah. Right. And the general's on the move. Up the bluff. He has no issues with that. Okay. Well, I don't know. I think that was pretty good. I do. I think it was pretty good. I mean, I suppose I'm a wee bit annoyed at this not working out the way I wanted it. And yeah, I know I've put probably far too much thought into all this situation, but it might just be me and the way my brain turns, how I try and look at these things, but maybe some of you would have made that decision far quicker, but probably. But I hope you can see what I was trying to think about anyway. Maybe it just takes me a bit more time to work it out. Yeah, but unfortunately, this being the way it is means this guy's got to sit here and hope. These guys move down to there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they need to move into there, don't they? So we're talking on our 3 turns away. Yeah, we're talking turn 16 before anything's going to happen. And I really don't think we're going to gain much from that. I think this is a bit... I think what we've got, what we can get up here is probably the best we're going to get. I think that's what we need to realise. Well, let's have a glance at that then. So, not so sure we're going to get a green because of this brown position, but I think we're going to have a go at that. Yeah, because the hero needs to take this out next turn, so he's got to stay there. That's turn 14. And meanwhile, these guys come into here for turn 14. There's 2 of them, and there's 1 of them, and well, turn 14, 15. Yeah, no, we're going to have to we would have to put the hero into there, I think, and then tense brown to have a chance of that. It's turn 14, he finishes that guy off. Turn 15, he has to move into here because these guys are going to have to move into here. They can't come around, they've not got the time. And then turn 16 have a go. But you know what? It might be safer just strolling into these. Yeah, leave the hero there, put one of these guys in here, one of these guys in there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's probably the best we're going to get, these 4. Forget about all the rest, and then this will be 2, hopefully, if we take brown out. So that's 4, 5, 6, and then assuming nothing reinforces blue, that's another 2. This looks good. Yeah, this looks good. And we're also going up here to try and take orange out. What we don't want to do, we need to be careful and make sure we still control these. You know, we need to make sure we've got a unit adjacent that gains control of it. Right, I know I made that far longer than it needed to be, guys. That's just how it goes, watching Grantos play games. Right. I think that's everything, right? That's everything moved in it. We've used our 2 actions. He's got a free action underneath there, but I don't see the need, because they're controlling this hex. We can't gain and control. This is quite a good idea, moving this guy around to here, I suppose, to at least have a shot at red to start that off, assuming we get further in the game. Looks better now though, I must admit, looks better. We still need some things going in our favour, because some of the reinforcements come in and these hexes, that could just spoil things completely. Okay, right, wrap this up now. That's 50 minutes, and that'll be part whatever it is, but it'll be the end of turn 13 anyway. So I'll just clear things up and just look at the final picture before we go. Right, there's him and cleared up, and the turn marker moved on to turn 14. We did have a shuffle of the cards when we left turn 13 there, so all the cards are now nicely shuffled up. We're good to go again. There's no units landing, but we've got the 2 anti-tank units to consider. Yeah, that's maybe something I didn't consider, was the fact that they bring along the weapons that they bring along. Artillery and bazooka. So, but, well, I don't know, it's possible to take a chance here. Thing is that the headquarters is going to keep moving. But maybe, in mind, we can place them on either side. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if we could guarantee we were going to pick up a free move with it, that's the challenge, I guess. Right, anyway, this is going on long enough. Okay, I'm probably going to have to shut up for the night, I think. Maybe, yeah, I think so, but we'll see. If I come back on the night, I'll start getting a bit slurry. So, right, okay, I'll be back with turn 14 sometime soon, guys. Cheers.